Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tat Saviturvaranyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodhayatam. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanna Vishnu Prachodhayatam. Om Shanti 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 Om. Namaste. This is a special video in which I'm going to be addressing the current situation that's happening throughout the globe, and that is the situation with this coronavirus crisis, COVID-19 crisis, that, as everyone on the planet now knows, has been affecting many, many different nations. As of the filming of this video, I believe 120 nations now are experiencing this coronavirus or COVID-19 crisis. And I wanted to offer a few words to you about this crisis from the Vedic perspective. Several things I wanted to say about this. The first of which is that while certainly there are many rumors going around, both trying to downplay but then overplay the nature of this crisis, I wanted to say this. First of all, the virus itself is indeed something that's very real. As of right now, in America at least, and again, as of this date, and that is the recording of this video, so far I believe 100 people have died as a result of this virus in America, in the United States, and approximately 5,300 people have the virus as of right now. Of course, those numbers are going to go up. So again, this is indeed something that is very real. It is actually a virus that's going around and indeed harming people. At the same time, however, the media is indeed guilty of blowing the nature and the extent of this crisis tremendously out of proportion. This is not going to be a world-ending event. This is not going to be something that's going to end humanity. It's not the sort of pandemic that's going to kill multiple hundreds of millions of people. No, it's a crisis, but it's something that we are indeed going to survive. It's unfortunate, of course, that the media has chosen to engage in propaganda as a type of distraction and as a way to panic the populace. And again, while the media is unfortunately being dishonest in trying to make people very fearful of this, at the same time, this is indeed something that is quite real. There is reason to be careful about this virus, but there is no reason to panic and there is no reason to fear. Let me assure you that the vast majority of us will indeed survive this current crisis. While it's impossible to say with the exact numbers exactly how many people will indeed survive and how many people will be adversely affected by this, it's a good guess to say that the vast majority of people, maybe 99% of individuals on the planet today, will indeed survive this. More, positively speaking, when this crisis is finally over, and it will be sooner than people think, when this crisis is finally over, the world itself is going to be a better place, more so than anyone today can even imagine. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna assures us that he protects his devotees. Very specifically, in the Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 9, verse 31, Krishna says, "O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes." Krishna also assures us in the Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 18, verse 66, that we have no reason to fear. Indeed, in that verse, he says very famously, "Ma shuchaha," do not fear. Thus, I humbly request everyone who's listening to me right now to not fear, do not be afraid of the events that are happening right now and of the events that are going to be occurring even after this crisis is over. Indeed, unbeknownst to the vast majority of humanity, there are important things that are happening behind the scenes that people are not even aware of, that are not related to this COVID-19 crisis, but which nonetheless, by the time this is all over, will assure that our world will be radically different for the better than it was before this crisis. Let me say this. For all those who are able to understand the following words that I'm about to say, let me simply say this. The storm is upon us. The storm is upon us. The storm is upon us. Currently, all distractions are being taken away from us. Sporting events have been canceled. Concerts have been canceled. Restaurants and cafes are being closed. I would ask all of you to take this time that we now have without these distractions to grow spiritually and to prepare for what is coming after this crisis is over. Take complete shelter at the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Live as healthy and sattvic a lifestyle as is possible for you. Pray to Sriman Narayana for the spiritual empowerment that you will need for the times ahead. Read the Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and other Vedic scriptures with this time that you now have on your hands. I personally will be doing all of the above, and in addition, I will be doing a series of yagyas, of sacred fire ceremonies, to prepare for what is coming in the times ahead. Very practically speaking, make sure that you have everything that you need to survive. Make sure that you have water, that you have food, that you have any medicines that you might need. Make sure that you have a means of defense to protect yourself. And again, above all, please have faith that ultimately we will not be harmed. We will be protected by God Himself. When the clouds finally clear, the Sun of Dharma will indeed arise, both in America and worldwide. Evam Bhavatu. May it be so. Jaya Shriman Narayana. Namaste, and everyone, please take care.